I shall put the draft resolution to the vote now. Will those in favor of the draft resolution contained in document S/2024/255 please raise their hand? Those against? Abstention. The result of the voting is as follows: 13 votes in favor, 1 vote against, 1 abstention. The draft resolution has not been adopted owing to the negative vote of a permanent member of the Council.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Republic of Korea voted in favor. At this moment, Russia seems to be more interested in embracing or encouraging the DPRK for its provision of munitions and ballistic missiles for the conduct of war in Ukraine, at the expense of a nuclear non-proliferation regime and proper functioning of the Security Council. There can be no justification for disbanding the guardians of the UN's DPRK sanctions regime, consisting of multiple resolutions adopted unanimously by this Council. This is almost comparable to destroying a CCTV to avoid being caught red-handed.
The United States is deeply Moscow has done more today than simply obstruct the work of the 1718 Committee. Moscow has undermined the prospect of a peaceful, diplomatic resolution of one of the world's most dangerous nuclear proliferation issues. But let me be clear. Russia, you silenced the panel of experts today, but you will never silence those of us who stand in support of the global non-proliferation regime.
And first, allow me to extend our utmost gratitude. The panel, through its work to expose sanctions non-compliance, was an inconvenience for Russia. It is deeply concerning that Russia, a permanent member of this Council, has taken such action. But let me be clear to Russia. The sanctions regime remains in place. And the UK remains committed to holding DPRK to account for its compliance with the sanctions regime.
Slovenia engaged in good faith in the negotiations of this resolution.
Good afternoon, everyone. The United States is deeply disappointed by Russia's veto of the United Nations Security Council's 1718 Committee Panel of Experts mandate renewal. We are also disappointed that the People's Republic of China decided to abstain after 14 years of supporting this important mandate. For the past 15 years, the 1718 Committee Panel of Experts has been the gold standard for providing fact-based, independent analysis and recommendations on the implementation of UN sanctions on the DPRK. Russia's actions today have cynically undermined international peace and security, all to advance the corrupt bargain that Moscow has struck with the DPRK. Moscow appears to be intent on facilitating the DPRK's illegal pursuit of weapons of mass destruction, and its veto today was a self-interested effort to bury the panel's reporting on its own collusion with the DPRK to secure weapons that it can use to further its aggression against Ukraine. It continues to be largely isolated in the world, but we are in a different place than when you had Russia and China voting to uphold accountability for the DPRK. And now you've seen a Russia that has cut this bargain with the DPRK because it's in desperate need of weapons to pursue its aggression against Ukraine.
Is there concern that in light of this, that there will be greater military cooperation?
I don't think that what happened today paves the way for greater DPRK-Russia cooperation. I think today, what happened today is an example of greater DPRK-Russia cooperation. We saw that cooperation kick off last year when there began to be increased talks between the two. And then, of course, we've seen the DPRK transfer military equipment to Russia that has shown up on the battlefield in Ukraine. It's been used by Russia to further its war against Ukraine. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.